Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think anyone will ever forget what happened at the Tops grocery store in Buffalo. And we certainly won't forget the trial where Peyton Gendron cried and nobody really cared. So there is an update to this story. There is a new lawsuit that was just announced in the Buffalo supermarket shooting that killed 10 people. So ladies and gentlemen, Peyton Gendron had the N word on the barrel of the gun, and he turned on his live stream to Facebook and proceeded to go into a supermarket and kill 10 innocent people that never did one single thing wrong to him. And if you remember, he was in full body armor too. So the lawsuit was filed in court. The top supermarket named, and this happened May 22nd, 2022. And wow. And we know most of the victims were elderly. Most of them were elderly. People that were just out on a Saturday morning grocery shopping for their families and should never have lost their life. And, the family members are now in this lawsuit and just talking about they'll never forget the day when their loved one was murdered by a racist, Peyton Gendron. Now, there are other lawsuits that were brought on the behalf of Wayne Jones, the son of Celestine Cheney, who was also killed when she was shopping for a strawberry shortcake for her older sister. Peyton Gendron was 18 years old when he opened fire at the Tops Friendly Market in Buffalo on May 14th, 2022, killing 10 black people and wounding three other people. He had driven, didn't they say he drove nearly like 300 miles to get there from his home in Conklin, New York? After conducting a research, and part of his research was on YouTube. So the lawsuit accused the defendants of helping to provide and motivate equipment and knowledge to the gunman. So it also talks about the garment that he wore as body armor. Vintage Arms of Endicott, New York was singled out in selling the shooter the weapon used in the attack. The lawsuit claimed that Mean LLC manufactured an easily removable gun lock, offered a way to circumvent New York laws prohibiting assault weapons and large capacity magazines. YouTube is also named, with the parent companies Alphabet Inc. and Google is accused of contributing to the gunman's radicalization and helping him acquire information to plan the attack. Okay, so the parents of Peyton Gendron, Paul and Pamela Gendron, as parents of a son with a history of disturbing behavior, is also in the lawsuit. So we aim to challenge the corporate and individual, so that every company and every parent company recognizes that they have a role in playing in preventing future gun violence. Calls, emails, and text messages seeking comment were sent to the defendants of their attorneys. A spokesperson for YouTube said they had the deepest sympathies for the victims and survivors. Through the years, YouTube has invested in technology teams and policies to identify and remove extremist content. So they said they're working with law enforcement and other platforms, and it's not going to prevent that, y'all, because we have seen these things before in the past where people have been killed on live stream. We have seen or even heard about suicides occurring on live stream. And, even with Peyton Gendron, if you go back and look, when he went live, he was able to shoot up people before Facebook even took the thing down. So the bottom line is, it's amazing how they'll watch our channels all day long and find fault with everything that we do and say online. But when these kind of folks come online, or they have an agenda, or they got a manifesto, they don't seem to see these things until after something occurs. But we can just be talking our opinions about a police shooting or an act of racism that occurred, and all of a sudden your channel comes down just for speaking your mind. You didn't go out there and kill anybody. In fact, you didn't kill anybody anywhere on the planet, but this is what they see fit to do. But if somebody says derogatory things towards our group, it's freedom of speech all of a sudden. But if we have anything to say about them, all of a sudden it's hate speech. I mean, we see this game a mile away, and we know what's being played out here. But the fact that nobody stopped Peyton Gendron, actually, that's not shocking. That's not shocking. It's almost like everything them folks do becomes invisible. You know, it's just like the story I did a few years ago. I believe it was 2021, where this dude was all over the video screaming about race wars, brandishing weapons. That mess went on for a while, y'all, before they even took it down. It really took him getting arrested before they noticed what was online. Like I said, these folks become invisible in the things they do when it's real radicalized. It usually takes them a while to get around to it. But if you're just on a video talking, oh, they'll instantly come for you. It's just amazing of how crappy these companies really do work. And see, I'm not surprised that they're named along with Facebook and others. I'm not shocked. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this video and this new lawsuit that the family is bringing. And I don't blame them. Your loved one died in such a senseless way. I'm sure you do want justice that these courts are never going to bring you fully. Okay, so you got Peyton Gendron holds up in a prison. That doesn't give any relief to the family, for their loved ones. They are still grieving for their loved ones. And as far as I'm concerned, Peyton Gendron should have gotten a death penalty for what he did. Y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.